Hi guys, this is going to be part 2 of the shamanic and Reiki video. And I'm in a different spot, it's a different day. I'm trying to get up a little better setup for you guys. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so I wanted to share first the Living Reiki card for the day that was pulled this morning. Living in the moment. Worry is linked to our fear of the future and the unknown, and our lack of self-belief that we can cope. And it often centers around a what-if scenario. A future event that is unrealized and possibly never will be. Worrying can also be a habit we get into, but it is inappropriate for people who are living in the moment. So we can choose not to worry just for today. And that's one of the Reiki Principles, which I'm going to get into later on. So the part 1 video was a reading, and I pulled a spirit animal oracle deck. They're having me pull the shamanic healing oracle deck, which will be after, but I really want to get to that beach imagery meditation for you guys as well. So I'm going to finish up talking about what Reiki is and then go into the beach meditation. Okay. So I believe I left off, I read this paragraph, but I'm going to read it again. Reiki is a non-invasive treatment used to manage a range of medical and physical problems. While it is not a complete treatment, and like many other alternatives and holistic healings, it needs to be used in conjunction with formal medical care for the best results. And one example that I had used is that I have a diagnosis of Crohn's disease, which is an autoimmune disease, and I need to have treatment every 8 weeks. And it's through an IV infusion, and I'm blessed to have this wonderful home nurse come, and she gives me my medication while I get to work. And yeah, so I use that in conjunction with the Reiki. I give myself Reiki every night before I go to bed. I have the principles up on my mirror, so every time I'm in there washing my hands, brushing my teeth, doing whatever, I'm repeating those out in my mind. I'm sending Reiki to my food and stuff, so you can send Reiki to anything and anybody. It can be used in several ways for a range of problems. When healing with Reiki, you channel your energy, known as life force, into people who need treatment and draw an energy from the universe to help treat yourself and other people. Reiki has become widely used as an alternative therapy for a plethora of physical, emotional, and mental diseases. Reiki can bring you numerous long-term benefits. One of the core principles of this practice is that the practitioner doesn't have to give away their energy. They simply have to know how to raise the energy of the person on whom they are practicing. Another crucial thing to keep in mind is that Reiki does not rely on intellectual abilities acquired in a classroom. You can learn about it from books, but you'll never fully master it until you receive lessons from an experienced Reiki master. And if you would like to learn about it, reach out to me. I'll put my information in the description box below. I am a Reiki master. One thing I want to highlight, Reiki isn't taught, but it can be mastered. It's just something I found interesting in the book. The chakras have a significant role in the healing process, which is why students need to learn about them early on. Another important lesson students learn during the first degree is mindfulness. During the second degree, students learn how to replace the hand placement tactic with mental energy manipulation. It allows them to conduct much deeper healing on themselves and treat other people whose energy they aren't familiar with. They learn how to deepen the chakras and recognize the slight differences in each person's unique energy. This way, they can scan and heal people seeking treatment without touching them and remaining professional. Students on this level are required to develop empathy and exceptional listening and organizational skills, allowing them to retrieve detailed medical histories from their clients. This practice goes hand in hand with confidentiality and integrity. Another two crucial qualities a Reiki practitioner must possess and are also taught during this level of training: confidentiality and integrity. Students are introduced to the meaning and the application of the Reiki symbols in this second degree of training. Reiki energy knows where it's needed, so relying on intuition makes it even easier to work with. Healing through distance is also based on this concept, which students of the second degree are encouraged to master. It benefits everyone around them, whether someone asks for help or not. Adopting this altruism allows practitioners to grow as human beings and become healthier spiritually, mentally, and physically. The third degree is where you become the Reiki master. They must also devote their lives to teaching Reiki. Students are introduced to the master symbols and encouraged to use them in healing and later in the attunement of their students. They will use the symbols combined with other mindfulness inducing exercises such as meditation. The second part of this third degree is where you can become a Reiki master teacher. It begins with observation of Reiki classes taught by other teachers to help students understand different learning and teaching styles. The future masters will eventually be asked to actively join the class to develop their teaching style. Those who take on the vocation of becoming a Reiki master can also share this positive experience with their students, creating a whole new generation of Reiki practitioners. Okay, the principles of traditional Usui Reiki are simple, but they are also powerful. They serve as a guide for living a balanced and harmonious life. There are 4 aspects and 9 elements of the traditional Usui Reiki system. And I'm going to get into them here. The 4 aspects. Is that what I started reading in the last video? Healing practice. Yes, this is, okay. So this is what I started reading. So go back to that first video. the healing practice, personal development, spiritual discipline, and mystic order. Okay. I'm gonna skip over to a word of caution. Reiki is not a cure for illness or disease. It is a well-being therapy meant to promote health alongside medical treatments. Reiki can help in chronic and terminal problems, but it is not a replacement for medical treatments. People have indeed recovered exceptionally well from serious medical conditions like cancer with the help of Reiki. Still, it was with the help of Reiki and not Reiki on its own. And like I said, for me, I'm in remission now, but it wasn't just Reiki. It was Reiki and the treatments that I'm getting as well. If you choose to use Reiki, do not use this as a substitute for your regular treatment. It will help overall well-being and hopefully also help in the problem itself. But use it in addition to your doctor's recommendation. Also, Reiki is a very safe treatment since there are no pills, syrups, injections, vaccines, or complicated procedures you need to go through. All Reiki practices are completely safe to use with any medical treatment as long as you are comfortable in the exercises. Some Reiki fundamentals I'd like to point out. Reiki is based on the premise that we, along with everything else in the universe, are vibrating and creating energy. The universe is built around the most basic building block, which is energy. The other crucial characteristic of energy is that all forms of energy are interrelated. No matter how far apart or close together the physical objects are, the energy we all share as part of this universe is interconnected. Moreover, a change in the energy of one thing creates a change in all other energy, directly or indirectly related to the object. Certain objects can act as energy chargers, boosters, or amplifiers, whereas other objects can serve as energy drains, buffers, and sandboxes. With the right tools and skill set, energy can be manipulated and used for many things. Some are not so positive, but others, like how energy is used in Reiki, help improve life, better health, and even let you live longer and a happier life. The life force of energy. The core component of Reiki is the life force or energy. When a person consults a Reiki practitioner with a problem, it is their job to analyze what is wrong with the energy causing this imbalance. In many forms of alternative treatment, the focus is on correcting the flow of energy within the body, increasing the production of energy if it is insufficient, or reducing the flow of energy if it is in excess. From the physical to the mental process, the body relies on a balanced amount of energy in the system. All problems in the body are seen as the result of an imbalance in energy. Finding the source of this imbalance and determining the right treatment to rectify the problem is the actual challenge. Yeah, but it's a fun challenge because I've felt it sometimes even if I'm just out at dinner with a friend or something and I can sense there's like a blockage in their heart chakra and their root chakra or something, and it's like, oh, I'd love to just treat you right now, but no, I don't push myself on anybody. So, but yeah, and then it's like just figuring out, okay, where are we going to move this? How are we going to move this? What? It's fun though. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the chakras. The chakras, did I show you guys this chakra deck that I have? Maybe I'll pull from there later too. We'll see. The chakras are the 7 energy points in your body that govern energy production, bodily functions, and mental and physiological processes. The universally accepted and broad understanding of chakras highlights 7 energy pathways in the chakra system. These chakras are used in various ways, and each chakra represents something else. When dealing with a problem or improving something, working on the associated chakra is beneficial. Oh yes, I have noticed huge improvements since learning about all this. So I'm just going to real quickly read about the different chakras for you. How are we? Oh, okay. Okay. The root chakra. The root chakra is located at the end of the tailbone, just above where the lower back meets the hip. It is associated with your physical identity, your grounding, various physical problems, and your mental condition stability. Problems in the digestive system, arthritis, and sexuality appear in this chakra. It can also result in insecurity, stresses about your career and finances, and generally feeling afloat without a solid connection to earth. That color is red. This is the crystal that I use in my sessions. Okay, the solar plexus is orange. I'm going to put that one next. I'm sorry, the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is slightly higher than the root chakra, located just under the belly button. This chakra is concerned with creativity, pleasure, and sexual energy. This chakra's problems manifest in limited creativity, lack of originality or ideas, a misbalanced sense of pleasure, and sexual problems. It is also associated with urinary tract infection, impotency, and lower back problems. Okay, next is the solar plexus, and that's yellow. Slightly above the sacral chakra near your stomach, and closer to the center of the abdomen, around the area of the lowermost rib, where they meet, is the solar plexus chakra. This chakra is mainly related to your self-esteem and your self-confidence. Problems with this chakra result in eating disorders, heartburn, and indigestion. Also, it influences your self-esteem, self-reliance, and how confidently you manage your problems. Okay, and the fourth one, the heart chakra, which is green. Ooh. The heart chakra is located in the center of the chest, in line or slightly above the heart. This chakra is primarily concerned with love and compassion, and directly impacts the heart. Also, it influences the lungs and highly impacts the body's condition in the region. People with heart chakra problems often find it difficult to process emotions, express their love, manage their thoughts about people very close to them, and their ability to connect with others. And next we have the throat chakra, which is blue. The throat chakra is located in the esophagus and is concerned with internal and external communication. Problems with the gums and teeth happen with this chakra. Additionally, an unhealthy throat chakra can lead to lying, gossiping, extreme exaggeration, or properly expressing yourself. And next we have the third eye. Which is indigo. Also widely referred to as the brow chakra. Your third eye chakra can be found in the middle of your forehead, centering your head from above. This is the energy spot related to intuition, enlightenment, and the ability to look at certain aspects differently, and even see things not otherwise evident. Problems with this chakra include eyesight, hearing challenges, headaches, and migraines. A person with a well-developed brow chakra will see the larger picture and view things from a different perspective. They have a more refined sense of intuition and can process complex ideas, thoughts, and emotions with greater ease. And last but certainly not least, we have the crown chakra, which is violet. It is a special chakra as it is interlinked with all the other chakras and has a deep connection with the mind and the nervous system. This chakra is also the connection between the seen and the unseen world. It is the source of enlightenment for humans and the energy center that manages our spiritual relationships. Those with a closed crown chakra may seem unable to understand spirituality or religion and generally take an unusual stance on these ideas. Those with a well-balanced crown chakra enjoy life and will be in a great overall state, as the entire body and mind are happy when the crown chakra is open and healthy. Okay. I'm actually going to take a little break from reading right now. I'm going to pull a chakra card for belief change. The Healing Insight Method. This is by Nikki Gresham Record. And let's see what we need to balance out. Well, I get like halfway through and realize I don't have music on. I did this in part 1. Oh dear. Alright, let's put on some music. So I hope you guys are liking the info on Reiki so far. It's a commercial. So was that a yes? You guys do like the video so far? I hope so. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, or you can email me. Be happy to help you out. And of course, if you would like a Reiki session to clear anything away, let me know. Alright, Spirit, what do we need to know right now? Whoa. Alright, that was too many. And can you be a little gentler, please? Thanks. Maybe I'm feeling like rushed, like somebody's in a hurry. Know your self-worth. I am worthy. I listen to my needs and desires and honor myself. I give myself the time, space, and loving kindness that I need to make manifest all that I am. I discover my true self by going inward and becoming my own best friend. I mature. So you might want to take a screenshot of that, or pause it and write it down, or pause it and record it into your device somehow, and practice that. That will help you. This is your Sacral Chakra, the water element. The sound is VAM. Okay, and I'm going to put the crystal over that. Alright, let's see, what other messages do we have for the collective? Whoa. Okay, compassion. Oh, 2, compassion and knowing. Okay, the heart chakra. Air element. The sound is Yum. I see all things through eyes of love in my heart. I find compassion and understanding for those who are struggling and misaligned with themselves, their higher wisdom and purpose. I am kind and compassionate with myself and others, and forgive myself for my judgments. I am compassionate. I'll put the green crystal on that one. And then the crown, which is knowing. For the greatest good of all, I trust my knowing and wisdom, and the higher knowing and wisdom available to me. I am an aspect of universal consciousness. I know myself to be a part of the whole. I now grow beyond my previous experiences. I am wise. Okay. I'm going to put these up on my altar for right now. You have the courage. If you need courage, here, I'm going to give this to you too. I have the strength, courage, and willpower to face my fears and see my desires, dreams, and goals through to completion. I release the need to be anything other than who I am in order to succeed. I just looked up and saw 3003, so it's a mirroring number, 3003. I believe in myself and have the courage to fail and succeed. You can't know what success is like without having felt failure. So you need to have both. You, by failing, will understand and be more grateful for your success, therefore bringing in even more success. I am possible. Okay, and we do have here's the, and the fire, this is the fire element, and the sound is And if you've seen the Violet Flame video and you would like your name or an intention put into the Violet Flame jar with, I'll write it on my purple paper, and I have my designated amethyst crystal for the Violet Flame with the Reiki symbols all on it. So you can email me that as well, and I will be sending Violet Flame, calling on Saint Germain to help heal any of that. Okay. So, let's see. Should we pull from shamanic healing? Should we pull from a spirit? Or should we do some more reading? Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more reading, and then we'll pull some more cards in a minute. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the aura. The aura is a field of energy existing around a person. It is created by the lower voltage electromagnetic energy of our body creates. We all have an aura, but it is not always visible to the naked eye. Master healers can look into the aura to understand more about the person and their specific problems. The aura serves as an intense memory bank of our past lives with information about the condition of the body and mind. If deciphered correctly, this energy field is used to unlock all the information required to understand a person, and it often has clues on what needs to be done to resolve an issue. Reiki practitioners are all about healing through energy manipulation. And manipulation just means to move or around, or arrange, or operate something using the hands. And in this case, that something is energy. How do they manipulate energy? There are a few ways a Reiki healer influences your energy. The first technique is to manage energy imbalances in your body to resolve issues. For some people, this could be an over or underactive chakra. It could be a physical problem influencing their energy level, or a mental block limiting their physical health for others. The Reiki Master will help uncover the root of the problem and determine a solution. Usually, the Reiki Master uses their energy to influence the production and the flow of energy in the person's body. Another technique the Reiki Master might use to solve your issue is by adding external energy to your body to restore balance. They will either use their energy, drawn energy from the universe, or use a combination to solve the issue. Sometimes our energy gets infected and contaminated with negative energy. Or we have something metaphysical attached to us, hindering our health and growth. The Reiki Master will help determine the cause, offer solutions, like an energy cleansing, to remedy the situation. What happens during a Reiki session? Dun, 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 dun. This is probably like the big thing everybody's question is. Okay. Generally, the first step of the treatment is to understand the issue. In some cases, a separate analysis is not required since it is a generic problem, or the problem is so obvious it is already evident what needs to be done. Reiki practitioners scan your aura and energy in different ways. Some prefer to use their hands to feel the energy imbalances, and others use a tool like divination pendulums. Others will use their own divination to understand the issue. The next step is to determine a solution to the problem. The healing practices in Reiki are hand positions the healer uses to transmit energy into your body. These hand positions are usually a few inches away from the body, and there is no physical contact. In some cases, the healer will directly place their hands on the body for the healing process. Personally, for me, I always start away. You want to start clearing and cleansing in that aura, outside auric field first. Then, because if you're working with somebody for a long period of time on a regular basis, eventually you're going to clear away everything in their aura and get down to the body. So you will have to do like some light touching. So you might put like 2 fingers on someone's hand or just lightly touch, but obviously you talk about that first with your client and then move up from there. So everybody's comfortable and consent. All right. The duration of each hand position and the overall healing process varies from person to person. A quick 10-minute session does the job for some, but others need a full hour to feel any improvement. Also, your Reiki treatment can be complemented with the proper diet and care of your body and mind. Yeah, I stopped eating meat. I had stopped drinking alcohol, but then I started again, and now I just recently stopped again on my niece's birthday, September 27th. So, yeah, and my body just craves more activity, more fresh fruits and vegetables, and it's like you don't even try to fight it anymore. It's not, it just becomes a part of your routine. Your Reiki treatment can be complemented. Oh, I just read that. Okay. Advantages of Reiki. Here we go. The main advantage to Reiki is that it is a holistic treatment and works on the entire body simultaneously. It is a holistic approach for the overall well-being, helping the body recover or improve its performance is not a matter of merely improving the performance of one particular thing in the body. It requires both the body and the mind to be treated for the entire organism to perform better. So you could be going to the gym, working out every day, all day, but if you're not treating your mind, then it's only going to get you so far. And vice versa. If you're only treating your mind and you're not taking care of your body, well, then your body's going to start to shut down on you. So, it's important to find a balance between the two. So, Reiki is healing you can do yourself, or you can have an expert help you. One of the main reasons people get into Reiki healing is that it is very straightforward, and you can learn as you go along. In addition, there is no need for any machinery, and you do not require any specialized tools. By using very basic equipment, you can heal numerous problems. Even if you aren't looking for a solution to a particular problem, Reiki is a great way to give you more energy and is an excellent addition to your general health routine. Through basic meditation, breathing, and visualization techniques, you can drastically improve the way your body and mind work. Often we aren't functioning at peak performance, and we don't realize it because we haven't felt the peak performance in so long. Like, I had heard something about, like, some people don't realize how depressed they are until they're actually really happy. And that happened to me, like, 4 years ago. So, yeah, once I started getting into Reiki. Anyway, it really is a game changer. When you start practicing Reiki, you'll feel so much better, realizing what you have been missing. Reiki also fights off potential problems because your body and mind are healthier. Performing Reiki is essential to grow your consciousness and enhance your spirituality. Physical and spiritual well-being go hand in hand and through Reiki, so you can work on both simultaneously. Even though many people use Reiki for one specific purpose, the benefit radiates to all parts of your life. Reiki practitioners often create a relaxing environment for their sessions using specific items. Apart from solid intent and a calm mind, Reiki practitioners need tools like sage sticks, pendulums, incense. I don't like the word need there. I think you could use these. The sage sticks, pendulums, incense, meditation cushions, a journal to chronicle their training journey, a healing bed or couch, and crystals, although the latter is not mandatory. Okay, so I'm not really going to get into that because to me, I mean, yeah, I have all that stuff, but it's not necessary for the Reiki, and I just want to kind of like stick to what the Reiki is. So, I still got quite a little bit left to go here. No, that was for... okay. So, the Reiki Principles. The Reiki Principles consist of simple statements you can use to promote peace and happiness in your daily life. They are used in combination with meditation techniques to help eliminate your negative feelings and welcome positive energy into your life. The 5 basic principles of Reiki all start with the phrase, "just for today." This phrase holds the essential meaning of Reiki. It allows you to focus on the current moment and let go of the past. And as you practice, you'll see that Reiki is a step-by-step process. The principles might seem like basic statements, but living them is the real challenge, because you must be mindful when implementing the 5 Reiki principles in your life. You have to let go of any distractions, which might be the hardest thing to do in today's world. Sometimes the distraction comes from your thoughts. When you're overwhelmed with negative thoughts and emotions, you won't have the headspace to think about your mental and emotional wellness. By learning the Reiki principles, you'll better understand how to implement them in your daily routine. The first Reiki principle, just for today, do not worry. Or you could say, just for today, I will not worry. Or just for today, I release my thoughts of worry. Whichever feels more natural to you. The first principle of Reiki focuses on letting go of stress and anxiety. These are the two most common negative emotions that people suffer from daily. Many things cause you to worry during the day. You may be worried you'll be late for work, or fail an exam, or about the future in general. Everybody develops these fears and has trouble letting go. When you are consumed with your fears and worry about everything that may go wrong, you become stressed and anxious all the time. It takes a toll on your mental and emotional well-being, and you may not even be aware of it. The first principle of Reiki is to remind yourself not to worry about the things you can't control in your life. It is not a way to disregard your feelings or stop caring about what matters in your life, but it's about letting go of your worries. When you stop worrying, you let go of your everyday stress and anxiety. You start to focus on the current moment and not dwell on the past or the future outcomes you can't control. Once you eliminate your anxiety, you can think more clearly and make better choices in your life. When you're calmer, you'll feel that life is more organized. The more you practice the first principle of Reiki, the easier it becomes to release excess worry. To implement this principle in your daily life, simply recite the statement out loud to yourself. Just for today, do not worry. Or just for today, I will not worry. Or just for today, I release my thoughts of worry. Write it on a sticky note and stick it on your mirror so that you can practice in the morning. It is a great way to implement Reiki in your daily routine whenever you feel stressed or anxious. Repeat this sentence a few times while taking a few deep breaths. Also, use this statement to set your intention in your meditation sessions. I also say it before I'm going to bed when I brush my teeth at night. Just for tonight, I will not worry. And with the intent for it to happen during my dreams, because I can get a lot of intense nightmares and dreams as well. So just throwing that out there. Ask your higher self for guidance as you practice this exercise. Keep repeating the statement until you find yourself becoming calmer. Each time you practice this principle, it gets easier as you get in touch with your true self. I just keep repeating it every day, and that's just going to be my way of living. So, I think that's what Reiki kind of does. It just becomes a way of life. Alright, the second principle, just for today, do not anger. The second principle of Reiki might be associated with the first principle. After all, if you're constantly stressed and anxious, you build up more negative feelings. You start to resent your job or the people around you. You may not be able to stand anything or anyone because you're living in constant pain. It's natural to develop anger when you cannot channel these feelings healthily. Anger is one of the most dangerous emotions because it is volatile and hard to control. The only way to deal with anger is to learn to let go. You'll notice how this is the key to getting rid of your worry too. Letting go of your anger may seem impossible at the particular moment because it blinds you from seeing anything else. Practicing Reiki teaches you to reach a state of inner peace. Of course, this doesn't mean you'll never feel angry, but you may be able to deal with it better. The idea is to release suppressed anger every day. You may not be angry at the moment, but you may still be carrying negative emotions that could be triggered at any moment. When you understand the core concept of Reiki, you'll embrace its true meaning and bring harmony to your life. You will learn not to dwell on negative emotions like anger, frustration, or worry. When you practice the second principle, it is important to determine what caused you to be angry today or yesterday or whenever, and link those feelings to past events. What triggered your anger? When you trace this feeling, you must be careful because it must be done as an observer. When you think about the events that made you angry, your temper might rise. So it's vital to practice Reiki in a quiet setting and calm yourself down with a simple breathing or meditative exercise. Preparing yourself beforehand will help you manage your emotions and not distract you from your exercise. To release your anger, first you have to dislodge this emotion from inside you and allow it to come to the surface before letting it go. A good way to implement this second principle is to welcome positive feelings after you release your anger. Simply mention the statement aloud by saying, "Just for today, do not anger," or "Just for today, I will not be angry," or "Just for today, I will release my anger." Use whichever version feels the most natural to you. After that, you can add a positive statement like, "I welcome peace, love, and harmony into my life," or "I accept the flow of Reiki energy through my body." You shouldn't wait to reach the peak of your anger. Hold on one second. All right. Oh, good. I'm back. Okay. Where was I? So you shouldn't wait to reach the peak of your anger to practice the second principle. Set a reminder on your phone to practice it, and it is best done by the middle of the week. At the beginning of the week, you are typically refreshed from your weekend and won't be accumulating much stress or frustration. Without noticing, you may start to build up negativity by the third working day. This is why you should practice this principle before you reach anger, as it may be difficult to let go right away. With enough practice, you will find it easier to include the second principle in your daily meditative routine. All right, so the third one, just for today, be grateful. Now you start to focus on the positive aspects of your life. Practicing gratitude in Reiki is the ultimate way to welcome positivity. When you're thankful for the blessings in your life, your whole mindset changes, and you start viewing things from another perspective. You'll realize the different angles you overlooked because of your worry or anger. The third principle in Reiki reminds you to look at the things you have and appreciate them. You may even start to appreciate things you resent, like your job or your family. The burdens you thought you had in your life may become blessings once you calm down and look at things differently. I'm going to go on to the fourth principle. Just for today, do your work honestly. This principle may seem obvious, but it doesn't only refer to doing your job well. It refers to showing integrity in everything you do, whether it's your job, taking care of your children, performing house chores, or volunteering at a charity. It is about being true to yourself and finding your true purpose in life. It takes a lot of effort for some people, a lifetime, to truly understand how they can manifest their unique presence and purpose in life. It starts by being true to every task you perform. Working honestly means you bring your best self to every aspect of your life. Be mindful of the distractions around you. If you're distracted from the activity you're doing, you cannot give it your full attention. You cannot do it honestly. Like turning your phone off while working, you need to avoid using it when spending quality time with your loved ones. You can't do two things at the same time, at least not well. When you focus on one thing at a time, you enjoy it and do it from the heart. When practicing this principle, don't be surprised if you start to organize your office or create a to-do list for the things you need accomplished. When you give everything you do your proper attention, you realize you have time to include more things on your schedule. And you may even find you feel differently about your job or take up a new hobby. Number 5, treat every living being with kindness. The fifth principle is centered around practicing tuning your mind and emotions into a space of sensitivity and empathy for every living thing around you. Even if you normally do not think twice about the cat roaming outside your house, this principle focuses on tuning you in with your environment. It also includes being kind to yourself. Sometimes we can be our own worst critics. We blame ourselves for our past mistakes, making us dwell on those negative emotions. As we set our intentions to be compassionate for others, we also need to focus on being kind to ourselves. And I like the meditation Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. That's a really great one for self-compassion and self-forgiveness. When you practice kindness towards others, you allow positive feelings in your life. You don't let anger get the best of you or make you stay mad at people for hurting you. Being compassionate helps you be forgiving, and forgiveness has the same effect as gratitude. It relieves your soul from the burden of anger and injustice you suffered, allows you to heal from your wounds, and gives you the chance to move on. Practicing this fifth principle makes your journey come full circle. Include it in your daily routine by simply saying aloud, "Just for today, be kind to every living thing." Or just for today, I will be kind to my neighbor and every living thing. It's a reminder to lead your life by showing compassion and kindness to everything around you. These principles are the core concept of Reiki, and the first thing you need to practice is getting in touch with your true self. The 5 Reiki principles focus on mindfulness and help improve the quality of life when followed correctly. These principles allow you to live a mindful life and ward off the negative energies and stress built up after an exhausting day. It is important to understand that it can take time and practice to adequately harness the positive energies from the Reiki principles into your daily life. Mindfulness is an important behavioral practice that clears the mind of unwanted thoughts affecting energy and helps live in the present moment of being yourself. The mind and energy have a magnificent relationship. A distracted mind will always fail to maintain the flow of energy. Meditation significantly helps better understand the inner self and lets you explore the 5 Reiki principles through your perspective. Okay, I think I'm actually going to do this one quick basic energy work with you guys because we're already at an hour and I got called to do something before, so that's kind of like distracting me, I think, and I have to go help someone. So I'm going to finish this real quick with you. And then I'm going to create a part 3 for this and do the beach imagery meditation. I'm sorry, this actually ended up being a lot longer than I anticipated. Alright, so I'd like you to get into a comfortable spot. And focus on your breathing. Do your best to, if you can, either sit or lie in a comfortable position, but keeping your posture straight. And you might think, well, how do I do that lying down? You can. Do your best. And just make sure your spine is straight. Take your time to breathe deeply and focus on breathing to improve your awareness. Slowly relax your mind and detach yourself from the rational brain through the process of clouding the mind. Bring your hands close to each other with the palms facing each other inwards. Keep a distance of 5 centimeters between your hands. Perform short and slow movements until you feel a tingling, warm, or pressure-like sensation between the palms. You might also feel like repelling, like as if you were had magnets and it was repelling your hands. Redirect your focus on the palms, taking steady, deep breaths. Visualize the flow of energy from the body to the space between the hands, increasing with each breath. If you fail to experience an increasing pressure-like sensation, you are likely to be distracted. Continue doing this until you feel some type of warmth or tingling. You might want to put your fingers, start with your hands together, and slowly bring them further apart until you can feel the energy, and then start pulsating it and moving the energy around between your hands. And just focus on your breath and the energy between your palms. I just heard someone say, "Oh, cool, I could feel it." I remember the first time I did that in front of my best friend's son, and I did that with him. He was like, "Whoa, like, it is really cool how you can feel the energy between your hands." So, yeah, so that's your Reiki energy. All right, I am going to leave this here for now, and I'm going to come back with a part 3. All right, guys, thanks for your patience. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. And until next time, stay safe and stay well. Bye-bye for now.